I'm thinking tonight we will try to put power steering on the Hooptie buggy. Now, it's never had power steering. It does have a gearbox, but I just looped the lines, which makes it actually worse, I guess. But the thing is a pain to drive no power steering. There's two things I really want to do to the buggy. Power steering and fenders, so I don't get covered when it's usually about 30 degrees when I take it out, it seems like. So I think I got a power steering pump off of LS, so we'll try to make that work. Here goes nothing. Let's see what we can find first. Shine some light. I know got a pump somewhere. Oh, here we go. That might work. Actually, yeah, I got two of them. You would have thunk. There's one. I bet it's the same freaking pump. Which one you think works? I guess we'll try that one. Maybe. Ooh, a little rough. Yeah, it spins though. Oh, yeah, let's do this one. Oh God. It weighs like 100 freaking pounds. All right, so pretty much an idiot, but I didn't know at the time. So I spent like a day cutting that massive bracket off that old LS motor that I had this pump on. And then the other day I was with my son and he's wanting to play in the scrap pile. Look what I freaking found. The actual pump that came off the buggy motor. I mean, it's crusty. All I need is this. So let's get this bad boy off. Let's put this on. I'm gonna have to replace it. I mean, it's cracked. But whatever. So that might save me a lot of time. I am just freaking pumped. All right, let me take this thing loose. I'll let y'all know if it actually fits. All right, check this out. Huh, actually fits. Just gotta get a shorter bolt for in there, different bolt from there. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna make a bracket off of here and here, come down and put it either probably about right there, just so it loops underneath it and gives enough pressure for the water pump. So over here, down, up, over there, it'll focus, round, come around. And I got power steering. I just gotta measure me a belt. Okay, let me show you what I was able to do. So this bolt hole was stripped and this is the actual one I gotta use. So the only tap and die I had was a 1/4 inch pipe thread tap. So tapped this hole out and then I couldn't find a bolt that was actually 1/4 inch pipe. So the other night I was laying in bed and I was like, you know what I could do is get a piece of pipe that's 1/4 by 20, like galvanized, and just weld it on. Then I got to thinking, well, how am I ever gonna tighten it down? So what I did is I flipped the bolt around, welded it right here, my great welds, And then I'll just put a nut on this end and slide it on, and then reuse this bolt hole. So it'll have 2 bolt holes for the power steering pump. And I think that will be plenty. And I was thinking about using this little steering wheel, because you know, high performance now, I got power steering. And might be able to put my nitrous button right here, be legit. But the rod it came with is like foot too short for some reason. I don't know. I know this slides in right here, as you can see right there where they cut it off. So let's see how far this will come out. And then I was thinking, didn't really care at the time, but this just essentially rubs on everything. So I don't know if it's possible. Just about cutting this off and putting a Heim right there, or yeah, or Heim down here. I don't freaking know. I think I got a Heim over here in the old scrap yard, it seems like. So I got these old rock wheels I used to run, and I got a 1-inch Heim right there. Just, I don't really know if it even moves, but just take the bolt out, see if we can use that. I know it's a 1-inch in diameter, or ID. So, all right, let's get it cutting. I just opened a can of worms, but got a level way off. And if you look, well, goes the camera will focus, goes down, and then all crooked. So I'm thinking, cut it here, and just start over. That is not straight at all. I don't know what I was thinking. Guess if we're gonna do it, might as well do it right. Now's the time, right? At least it'll look somewhat straight. Look how far off I am. I had to cut that brace out too. Here's what we got. So tied up some 1x1, and then these are shelves out of a snack truck I got from work. So I don't know, what do y'all think? Go back here and actually look at it. Don't know. I mean, it does fit the purpose. Covers the tire. Just have to build me like another bar here over. I was thinking about just putting like a little bit of a mud flap right there, something that'll move. Does kind of have like a Jeep look. Let's come over here and look at it. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all leave a comment and tell me what you think. Kind of on the fence. And should I cut some of that. I think this right here is what's throwing us off. But it's pretty good, actually. Okay, been working on the fenders. Here is what we got. So coming off of there, I got a plate that goes right there. Coming down. And then the rear. I don't know. This needs more angle, but not that bad. So this is what it's gonna look like. I just gotta weld all the braces up. Each piece has 2 braces. So, I don't know, what do y'all think? I think it'll work. I'm worried about the rear rubbing, but I mean, it's only gonna be me on it, so. But it's pretty well closed in. Good morning. All right, today is the day that we'll finish the buggy. I got about 2 weeks before we take it out to 10,000 and play and have a good time. Did manage to get the fenders actually welded on. I think I'm gonna cut the wheel arches, and then I had a debacle of a power steering pump. I think the pump bearings went out because, you know, it's been laying in my yard for a couple of years, and now the pulley will walk and it keeps throwing the belts, and I got no power steering. So I think just for this time I'm gonna run it again with no power steering. Yeah, I wish I had it. It would be so much easier to drive. But let me show you the power steering, and then I think I figured out another way for a nitrous button. It's not going to cost me like $100. I'll show you. All right, here is the fenders. So got them all nut inserted in. I think they actually turned out pretty good. Thinking about cutting a wheel arch for it, and then covered up most. This one's the one I'm really worried about. I think I want to add another support underneath, like right there. It's actually welded on the seat. You can see right here. But I'm worried about the tires hitting it. So we will see. And then I was able to mount my new steering wheel. So I'm gonna try to put a nitrous button right there. It's gonna be where the button's gonna go. Move it from down there. And then, I'm trying to think what else there is. Oh, built me some mud flaps. And then, oh yeah, let me show you the nitrous button. So I'm thinking, so I looked up online, like Motion Race Works and them. I need like a spiral cord. So they're like $60. Even the cheap Amazon ones are like 30. So the other day I was laying in bed, I was like, man, what is actually spiral? Found this at Harbor Freight. It's got my wires in it, everything's spiral. $9. So I'll cut the ends off, and then wire it. We got a button here. There we go. Mounting that on my steering wheel. And we got some nitrous action. I gotta take my bottles to Keith's tomorrow and refill them, and she should be ready to rip. So try to finish everything today. I'll bring it along. Let me show you this debacle of a power steering pump. So as you can see there, pretty sure it's lined up, but I had a tire on it. See that? I think that might be my problem, why the belt keeps popping off. I had a tensioner I built for right here, so I know the tensioner wasn't the problem. So I went ahead and moved my catch can, and then what else is I going to show you? Oh, nitrous button. So I gotta get some zip ties. But I went ahead and mounted it right there and wound her up here and zip tie that up and pew 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 pew. All right, what's left? Oh, fender flaps, cut the fenders. I gotta put all the sheet metal back on. Gotta make a shifter handle. None of y'all know my last name is actually Hart, so I thought that was pretty cool. But make a shifter rod, and then went ahead and put some Harbor Freight new ratchet straps for my fuel cell because last time they broke and it fell off. So we're getting there. Well, that looks like total crap. Oof. Yeah, I'd say that thing is shot. Let me show y'all a trick. If you have a hub, you got the inner part of the hub and then you got the, I guess the calf or the selector. And you can't get it to slide past the galled up mud and whatever the hell it is. You take and put 4 of the screws back in it, put the hub back on, you can use it as like a slide hammer. And usually it'll come right out. So, or you just hit it with your big old hammer, but. Alright, let me actually put the camera on the thing so I can use both hands. So you see what I mean? Should be able to move it in and out like that. And then wiggle it. There you go. There's your actual locking hub part. There is the axle that's, oh man, what is that? Y'all see that? Oh. Okay, well, I guess the hubs are slapped full of mud. Well, it's a good thing I only take this thing out like once a flipping year. Alright, we're gonna clean it out and strap a new hub in there. Yeah, there's nothing to it. Alright, so I was out of brake clean, but got it looking pretty good. Actually, I got like 20 gallons of methanol from my blower truck, so this methanol makes the best cleaner in the world. But check this out. So I found this hub. Actually looks really good shape. Cleaned all the junk out of it. And then cleaned up the hub. And you can see, went ahead and sprayed it down with WD-40. Cleaned it the best I could. But I figured out a long time ago, if you pack the things full of grease, they don't like to work very well. So just gotta slap her back together. See if it fixes it.